Good morning all. Here we have a power board from an OSAI DAM60 -12/24-54-B-001. Before we get into this, I can speak. The 31st of December, I woke up to go use the bathroom like I always do at night, and my left side didn't want to go with me. And so my son-in-law, Lawrence, he took me up to the ER. They stuck me in the hospital because I had a stroke. My left leg, my left arm, my left hand, and of course I had to be left-handed. But they didn't want to work quite like I thought they should. They felt like they belonged to somebody else, not me. Well, they stuck me in the CT scan and the MRI machine. Oh man, that was a trip. If you all have ever been in an MRI machine, whew, it's claustrophobic and all kinds of noise. But anyways, they said I had a stroke deep within my brain, and that's what wiped out my left side. Now I've been, let me back up. Come on, brain, catch up. So while I was in the hospital, they diagnosed me with type 2 diabetes. Oh, there's a roller coaster ride right there. Have a stroke and then come out with diabetes, type 2 diabetes. But I'm thinking, and nobody says for sure, but I'm thinking that the diabetes has been around a while. I was really thirsty and drinking lots of water, juices and whatnot, and well, there's that. So I come out of the hospital. Now I'm going to what's called occupational therapy. That's where they take care of my arm and my hands, trying to strengthen those up and get them reconnected to my brain. And physical therapy, where they're trying to teach me to walk again. I'm a little toddler. I'm a little baby at taking first steps. Shoo, I tell you what. So with the type 2 diabetes, they have me pricking my finger 3 times a day and measuring my glucose levels with a meter. I'm doing better on that. My daughter, Sarah, she's put me on a special diet, and she's really helped me out to get my diet back together. But no soda pops, no beer, just water, a little bit of milk here and there. Not much, proportional, but mostly water and whatnot. So there we are with that. Come on, people, let's get back to work. Okay, where's my glasses? Come here, glasses. So what happened here, the IGBT for the external regenerative braking resistor, that braking circuit, it's shorted out. Here's the IGBT, and you can see there where it's blowed out here on this one end, and over here on this end right here. Now whenever you have an IGBT short like that, what you have to do, you have to go back up and make sure that the firing channel, the circuit that turns that brake on and off, that IGBT for that brake circuit on and off, is not damaged. And that's what we're going to do right now. We know this is bad, so we got to get a new one of these. This is part number, let me find it for you. This is part number BMS 50GP120, made by Infineon. Set that to the side and bring our meter over here. Now according to the data sheet, pin 14 is the gate into that IGBT, that fires the, oh, where's my brain? Come on, brain. Come on back. Where are you going, brain? Okay, so pin 14 is the gate of the IGBT that fires that regenerative braking circuit, that turns that circuit on. Did that make any sense? That did not make any sense to me. Okay, so let's get our meter over here. What I know from looking at that circuit on a previous drive, pin 14 is the gate input to that IGBT. It comes through this resistor right here. I'm going to put, let's turn that light on. And I'll put my meter in beep mode. There we go. It goes to this resistor right here. What a strange place to put a resistor. It's underneath the IGBT power module. You'd never know there was a resistor there. But it's 33 ohms according to the surface mount label on that resistor. It's 33R0, 33 ohms. We're going to measure that and make sure it's not opened up. Let's get it back into meter mode. Okay, 33 ohm resistor measures around 30 mega ohms. I think that's open, don't you? So let's see where it goes to. We're going to turn our board over this side. I've already tracked it out, but the trace comes from the other side of the resistor. So you have gate, input of the resistor, and the other side of the resistor goes way over here. I don't know how they did that, but it goes way over here. I think I would have put an optocoupler here and fire into that gate. So it goes way over here. You'll see two surface mount. I have no idea what these are. These could be NP, NP transistors. They could be N-channel, P-channel MOSFETs. But the other side of this resistor, let's go back to beep mode, comes way over here. Well, it did. Come on. I gotta get my close-up glasses on. I'm like 40 miles up in the air with those glasses. Let's make sure we're on the right side of the resistor. Oh, we were on the wrong side of the resistor, that's why. There we go. It goes right here to this resistor. Now there's something going on with this transistor right here. Let's measure that one first. We'll go to diode mode, and from emitter to collector we have 0.482. From emitter to base, from base to collector we have 0.482. From base to emitter, we have 0.626, and from collector to emitter, it's open. Now when we measure this other one, we'll go base to collector, 0.217. Base to emitter, 0.192 volt diode drop. Now collector to emitter, we have 0.031, 0.030. I'm going to pull these two transistors off the board with some magic solder and see what they measure like off the board. Give me a little bit to fire up that soldering iron over there. And we'll be back and we'll perform that function of desoldering. Right here are the two transistors that I'm going to take off the board because I think this one here is shorted. So we're going to use magic solder. It's called Chip Quick. If y'all can get a hold of some of that, it's really good stuff. It stays molten for a longer period of time and it helps you to remove surface mount devices. Okay, so I want to add some flux to the transistor leads. Then I'm going to take this one on this side off first. Where are close-up glasses? Get my close-up surface mount glasses. Let me see what I'm doing. I'm kind of in the dark over here too. I have light over my head, but it creates glare that just don't quite work out for the video. Okay, see, that one's off already. Let's get that one out of there. Put you right there. Let's go to the next one. Too much flux, creating a lot of smoke. So the doctors had me on blood thinners and cholesterol medicine, taking baby aspirin, and they also had me on insulin. I take 15 units a day of insulin by injection. And my daughter figured out how to use that pen. I'm an idiot when it comes to stuff like that. Okay. Learning all kinds of new things in the past 2 weeks. Whew. Okay, let's get some of that. Get some of that old solder and chip quick off the board here. After this, we'll clean up the board. I don't use a solder sucker to get that chip quick off the board because that chip quick will gum up your solder sucker. So I apply some flux to solder wick and then wick it up that way. That's the best way. We'll get the chip quick off of the transistors, and we'll be able to measure them a little bit better. Get a piece of cardboard to put under that. Let's get this out of the way. My left hand wants to reach for air. If I'm not looking directly at the thing I'm trying to pick up, my left hand can't find it in space. Isn't that weird? Okay, there's one. Let's check that one, see if it's the shorted one. It's not the shorted one. We'll check this second one. Are we still in the picture? I can't tell. Well, where's your meter? There's your meter. Come here, meter. Okay. Now here's the transistor. I don't know if they're both NPN or PNP or what. Okay, that's the shorted one. That's base to collector. We have 0.228. Let's go to the emitter. Yeah, that transistor shorted. That's 0.029 from collector to emitter. That's definitely going to have to get replaced. They don't work too good when they're shorted. Let's try the one that we thought was good. We're still going to replace that because it was in the circuit that got damaged when that regenerative braking resistor IGBT flamed out. Okay. Come here, soldering iron. Okay. Wants to move around a lot. There we go. Don't move. Okay, don't move. Okay, I think we can check that one now. There, meter. Come on, meter. Gotta do some work. Okay, we're gonna go base to emitter. Okay, 0.685. Let me get on it real good. I'm dancing around with my numbers. There we go, 0.691. That's base to collector. Here's base to emitter, 0.696. So far so good on that one. And collector to emitter. Look at that. We're not shorted on that one. I think this is a good transistor, a good NPN transistor, but since it was part of the explosion, I don't want to trust it, because it could get expensive trying to change out a second IGBT power module. Don't want to be doing that. Okay, I'm going to clean up that power board where these two transistors were, and we'll check for more damage. Back in a little bit. Here are two more 33 ohm resistors. We're going to check those, see what they measure like. Eventually we're going to have to find out who is driving into the transistors. We know the transistors are driving into the pin 14 over there, the gate input to that IGBT for the regenerative braking transistor. Let's put our meter in ohms. Alright, here's one 33 ohm resistor. I'll read you what the meter says, since it's not in the screen. It says, it's bouncing around, but it's around 22 mega ohms. 22.9 mega ohms. That one's open also. Let's check this one. That one's 94.7K. Both of these got opened up. It's not looking too good. I'm wondering if the driving device that drives into these transistors is bad. Let's measure this. That's that resistor. I need to look at the color code, but both these resistors here, that one measures 88.5K. Oh, get on there. Come on, left hand, keep up. This one measures 7.14K. This one measures 7.20K. Those two right there must be the same value. I'm not sure what these resistors, I don't have this circuit mapped out, but so I'm not sure what these resistors are doing. This one also measures 7.20K, 7.20K. I can speak. So we have three with the same value. They're not too high, so I don't think they're open. Oh, come on, get on there. Surface mount resistor is 18.16K. Let's go over here and measure these over here. Get on there. That one measures 11.9K, so that's probably 12K if I can get on it. Come on, left hand. Alright, let me give up on that one for a minute. Okay, I quit. Left hand don't want to get on that one. Let's try to figure out this circuit right here, and we'll see who's driving into the base of these transistors and make sure that they're okay. Let's see how they're configured. Collectors don't go together. Now the bases are connected together. Emitters don't go together. Not sure how they're doing this. I don't see any traces on this side of the board. Let's just see where the bases are going. I'm going to put my meter into beep mode. That's really what we're worried about, is the bases. Anyways, let's see where the bases are going. The bases, whoever controls the bases of those transistors will be the driving device. There's the two bases. So far I don't see who's driving into the bases of those two transistors. I got my meter in beep mode and I'm scrubbing the board, hoping I bump into something. But so far nothing's popping up, so I don't know who's driving into those bases. Usually what they'll do is they'll optocoupler. This is the control side over there. They'll optocoupler the high voltage side from the control voltage. That way, in this case, like we had damage from the IGBT, but it won't jump over there on the control board, so the brains will still work. Problem is that I don't see any traces on this side. I'm going to flip the board over and see if I can see any traces on that side of the board. Maybe get an idea where what if it comes all the way back over here? No way. Why would it do that? All kinds of little itty bitty traces on this side of the board. Can't tell where the bases go, but somehow I think it does. Where am I in space here? There we are. Somehow I think it does come over here. Here's the optocouplers, but the base doesn't go anywhere over there, but it should, I'd thought. Oh, there we go. I beeped on something. What was it? Oh, yeah, it's the other base. Duh. Okay. We turn the camera off, and I'll try and find that with my close-up glasses. Go back a little bit. I'm back. I found where the bases go. They go over to this surface mount resistor. Put my meter in beep mode again, so you can hear it beep. those two bases are tied together. It comes over here to this resistor right here. And it's labeled 221 on the board, and it measures 220 ohms. So that resistor survived. Let's see where it goes to. Yeah, okay. I'm on it. There we go. Right there. Right there. It goes to these two resistors right beside it. Let's see what they measure like. I'll read them off to you since the meter's not in the frame. Alright, that one measures 9.920K. It's probably a 10K resistor. This one beside it, that one measures 503.8K. Let me look at that one with the meter, with the glass. Make sure what the values say. Take my glasses off. Okay, we have 10K. We have 10K and 100K. Okay. Let's see where the other side of those two resistors go to. Meter's back in beat mode. I think we're good though, because there we go. This is the optocoupler that fires the gate of the IGBT through these two transistors. Let me mark that one so I don't forget, because we're gonna be coming back to that. Okay. I think I'm done for the day, folks. Oh, let me clean up my mess. Whew. What a day. But you can see over here, now this side of the board here, this should clean up pretty nicely. This is just where the IGBT gave up the ghost and it smoked this side of the board, but damage wise it's just cosmetic. I don't see any damage over here, so that should be fine. It's a mess though, isn't it? Alright all, I hope y'all's having a good day. Not doing too bad here. I've had a couple of occupational and physical therapy classes. Whew, I tell you what, that physical therapy, that's like going through boot camp again. They wore me out. Shoo, I'll be alright. I've had worse in my life. I'm sure you all have too. It's bad that it happens, but you get over it. And if you don't get over it, you get used to it. Alright. There you go. Maybe that's the best therapy than the two physical and occupational therapy classes. Maybe going back to work's the best therapy. At least I can see I can kind of still do it. Have a good day all. Let's get out of here. We got other things to do. Happy New Year.